If you're trying to build a GTA Online empire as a solo player, Cayo Perico is one of the most important heists to learn. You don't need a full crew, you don't need random teammates, and once you understand the route, you can use this heist to fund your first businesses, cars, upgrades, and everything else. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to complete the Cayo Perico heist solo step by step. For this run, I'm going to keep it beginner friendly, no complicated glitches, no risky shortcuts, just a clean solo route that you can repeat. So before you can start to play Cayo Perico, you need access to the Kosatka submarine. This is where you launch the heist, plan the setup missions and start the finale. If you don't have access to the Kosatka yet, you have to go talk to Miguel Madrazo at the music locker and then you can buy the Kosatka. If you already own the Kosatka, go inside, register as CEO or VIP and start the heist from the planning screen, just like I'm showing you in this video. The setup cost for Cayo Perico heist is $100,000, so make sure you have $100,000 when you're going to set up this heist. The first real step is to choose the gather intel mission from the setup board. This is where you go to Cayo Perico, sneak around the island and find out what the main target is. Your main goal here is simple: get to the combinations tower, hack the cameras and identify the primary target inside the compound. As well, I can show you the best way to make your loot bags full as a solo player. For this solo run, I'm using a simple route: long fin approach, grab secondary loot first, then enter the compound through the drainage tunnel. This route is beginner friendly because you get the money from secondary loot before entering the compound and then you can focus only on the primary target. These prep missions are pretty simple. This gather intel one, we just need to go to this beach. It might be different beach, sometimes change locations, and then you just kill the people that are here and steal the plane and then you can go flying to Cayo Perico. And as a tip, you should always despawn your Sparrow. If you have it, then you can spawn it in the next location. If it's on the map, you cannot spawn it again before its 5-minute cooldown time has passed. So now we have reached the most boring part of this whole heist, that is flying across the map to Cayo Perico in the slowest possible plane. I just don't understand why it has to be the slowest plane in the game, but it's so easy in the other way, so it's worth it still. So the best and easiest and fastest way as a solo player to get the loot bags full is to find your secondary loot in this airport we are just now landing. I'm going to show you the places where you can find the secondary loot. And the secondary loot you can find here is some white powder, some green grass or just green bills, as in cash. So the secondary targets all have different values and how much you can carry them. First most valuable thing is gold, but you can find it in here. The second most valuable is, which we want, is the white powder. Then comes paintings, which we cannot find here either. They are in the office if they are in there. And then the green grass, and then the cash is the last one. So as soon you get to the airstrip, you want to go to this hangar right here and check this cage where I'm filming right now, so you can see what secondary targets are there. This is only cash. I took a picture of it and sent it to Pavel. This is not necessary, I just do it if I don't remember what was in where. And here we have green crash. This is enough for us to get the loot bag full, but let's see what's in here, the second spot where the secondary targets spawn. So in here we just have only the green grass, so we are not going to be coming here during the heist. We can just go and take the one green grass from the hangar and fill our bag with the cash. So now that we have scoped the spawn points, we need to go and drive to the communications tower, and this is the route you should take, except I have few crashes here and there and I get caught one time, so try to ignore those, but yeah, this is the route, this is easiest, fastest route to go to the communications tower. try to avoid the blue cones on the map so you don't get spotted like I did here. You can wait, there's no rush anywhere, so be patient, drive around and watch out for all the branches from the trees and stuff so you don't fall over. So when you get to the communications tower, you have to find the signal box. Might be on the ground floor, but you can spot it if there is a guard. You can see on the minimap here. If there is a guard, it's going to be in some of the upper levels. So you don't need to find the box in the ground floor. You just come. You can come just climbing up. So it's easy like this. So when you get to the signal box, it's going to give you this little mini game. It's pretty easy, it's just like 5 times 10, 5 times 10, 3 times 1, so a little bit calculating, but it's pretty easy. And once you do it a few times, you really get the hang of it and see how it works. So now that we completed the minigame, we have access to the Sightseer app on your phone. So let's open it now. And now what you want to do is look for the basement camera and see what's in the vault. We have bearer bonds right now, so that's pretty good, not the worst, not the best. Now we can just jump down from the tower so we die and teleport back to the airstrip, and then we can return to Los Santos. And this is the gather intel prep mission done. So when you have grinded the Cayo Perico heist enough and you have a mansion, you can just fast travel from the mansion to every property you own, including Kosatka, so it's pretty worth it to buy the mansion. So let's continue. So the next prep mission what we are going to do is going to be the approach vehicle, and it's going to be the Longfin. So we can get to the airstrip when the haze starts by water, and then we can just go with the boat to the drainage tunnel and enter the compound. So again, this mission is pretty straightforward. All you need to do is go to the La Mesa police station. It could be some other police station as well, it comes by random. And then you have to go pick up the Longfin. So when you're getting near the police station, the game tells you you need to go get the truck cab. It shows you 2 possible locations to pick up a truck cab. I prefer to do this one where there is 2 truck cabs, so there won't be really any armed guards. There's 1 guard that tries to shoot you, but it won't do anything to you, so it's very easy to steal the truck. The other you have to fight a little bit more. So when you get the truck, you just go and drive to the police station and steal the Longfin. So when you're getting to the police station, what I like to do, I always take the interaction menu open and take snacks ready, because you don't want to die in this part. You can just reverse to the trailer and then keep eating snacks if you're losing health, and then you can just drive away a little bit further from the police station and either kill yourself or let the police kill you. It's pretty fast anyway. So now you don't have police after you anymore, so you can just go back to the truck and drive to the docks where you need to deliver it. These gates, they require some tapping that they open. This is pretty straightforward, simple. Now we have completed the haste prep, and we can go make the next one. Now we can start to get the equipment, And since we are going through the drainage tunnel, we only need safe code, fingerprint cloner and cutting torch. We don't need demolition charges for this one. This mission, again pretty straightforward. You go to the casino and you need to find the head of security for Mr. Rubio in there from the penthouse. When you find him, you kill him, then take the codes from his body and then you just leave. Again, pretty straightforward, but let's see how to do it. So now we are approaching the casino, so Pavel sent us image attachment so we can see what the head of security looks like. Really we don't need it because when we find him the game will show us that it's him. So all you need to do is run to the penthouse. You might need, if you don't have the penthouse yourself, you might need to go grab a key card from the parking garage.
You have membership here yourself, eh, Captain? For getting up to penthouse level will be simple.
A new luxury car is available to win. Stop by and...
So now what we need to do is find the El Rubio's penthouse. You can spot it from these two guards in here. Kill them with the silent weapon so they won't know that you're coming and they won't be waiting for you inside the penthouse. So it will be just running around the penthouse. I took a wrong turn here, go to the wrong way, but you can find him almost anywhere in this penthouse, so it's bouncing at random.
I thought I did some nasty shit.
So now we have located the head of security and you just want to kill him and search the body for the safe codes. And now you collected the safe codes and you just need to kill a few dudes around the penthouse and you're free to leave, exit the casino. Now you just need to lose the cops. If you have Sparrow, you lost the cops in the way to Kosatka, so it's really simple. Now you just go back to Kosatka and start a new heist prep mission again.
You can hold on to that. I will get it when you are next back in the submarine.
Next, we are going to do the fingerprint cloner. This is again pretty simple heist prep. You just need to go to the warehouse, kill a few dudes, then you hack the computer, find the location of the archive, and then go to the archive and take the fingerprint cloner, come back to the Kosatka. Really straightforward, really simple, takes only a few minutes, like almost every one of these prep missions. And that's the main reason why this is so popular, easy heist that you can do solo as well. When you reach to the warehouse, there's no need to shoot the security cameras. Now we reach the warehouse and now we just kill these dudes in here. You really should be tapping R1 that you can go to the cover as soon as possible because they kill you really easily. And now you just hack this computer, very easy hack.
This man's security is in serious need about this. This would never happen in Russian government profile. Good job. We have the location.
And now we are going to the archive. Now we are reaching the archive, but unlike the warehouse, we need to shoot the security cameras in here because if you don't, they will spot you and they will send some few dudes to come kill you. It's not going to be very hard to kill them, but it's easier like this, so you just shoot the security cameras. And now you got the fingerprint cloner, so you can go back to the Kosatka and this prep mission is done here. I just love how the game looks, and I'm much waiting how the Grand Theft Auto 6 will look if the Grand Theft Auto 5 is looking like this. What do you think? Will the Grand Theft Auto 6 look like better than this?
Need to destroy all vehicles, weapons, and equipment.
So now we are going to getting the last equipment mission of these prep missions. So it's going to be the cutting torch. This is how we are going to get through the drainage tunnel, and how we are going to be breaking all the locks in the airports, like chains, breaking chains and stuff, so we can get to the secondary loot. Again, this heist prep is pretty simple. You just go to this construction site, might be different ones around the map, and there is a possibility you take the yellow hard hat you can find somewhere around these construction sites, but I think it's just faster to start blasting everyone and start looking for the cutting torch. I found it pretty quickly, so now I can just leave and go back to my Sparrow and fly to the Kosatka. And even if you use the hard hat, they might spot you, so I don't just think it's very worth it to take the hard hat, because it takes time to look for it and get it. Yes, we have again one heist prep is done, so for the last prep mission is the guns. So what you want to do is you want to choose the aggressor, because it has the assault shotgun. And we got the mission that go to the Penrith building. It might be some different, like 707 Vespucci or something like this, but if you get the Meriwether one that says go to the Meriwether HQ, you should just set your spawn point to Kosatka and go to a new session, because the Meriwether mission is so much slower to do that it's just worth it to try and get this mission. So we arrived to the Penrith building. You can go through the roof with Sparrow. It's so easy, so fast, so much faster than going from the ground. Now that we got into the office, we just start blasting everyone. I think this is the easiest route to go to the right. There's much cover in here, and you can easily shoot everyone that's coming into your way. Yes, and there's always last guy in here left. Then you go to the locker, it's locked, so now you have to hack the laptop. It's a pretty simple hack, you just have to find the same numbers that's on red there. And now we got the door open, we take the guns. Now we got the guns, now we leave, and when you go to the elevator, make sure you go to the roof if you have the Sparrow. I have multiple times gone to the ground, and then you have to go through it, steal some car and go to the Kosatka with boat or something. So much slower. Then you don't have to worry about these helicopters that's in there, because the Sparrow is one of the fastest helicopters in the game, so you can get away from them very easily. And again, just flow straight to the Kosatka, and now we have done all the prep work. Now we can continue to the heist finale. So now we just pick finale and start. You can buy super heavy armor if you want, and just click play. And from here we are going to pick long fin as approach vehicle, then pick main dock as infiltration point, compound entry point is going to be drainage tunnel, escape point is going to be airstrap. The escape point doesn't matter what you pick, since we are just going to be swimming away from the island. In the weapon loadout we are going to buy suppressors to our guns, so we can shoot and not get caught in the compound. Now the haze has started, and we are going with the long fin, so we are going to the airstrip, so just as soon as you can, just start turning left and head to the airstrip, so we can get the secondary loot bags full. before we go to the compound. When we reach the shore, what you want to do is you want to park this boat against this rock so it won't be going with the waves to the middle of the ocean and you don't have to swim to get it so far. Now we are in the airstrip, so you want to run towards to the hangar and just make sure the guy on front of the hangar doesn't see you. You can go around him like this, you don't need to kill him. If you need to go to the upstairs, you take this forklift. This box with you. And put it right here. Make sure you don't block the lower floor door because you can get stuck in there if you are blocking it with the forklift. So now just loot the green grass and the money from the other table. Once you looted all the stuff from there, you jump down, go to the lower cage and then start grabbing the cash or whatever you have in there. So now we have filled our secondary loot bag so we can leave the airstrip. And again, we just need to avoid the guard again so it don't see us and we can run back to our boat. Once we get to our boat, we can just start heading to the El Rubio's compound, which we see on the map as a yellow dot. Now that we are arriving in the compound, or in front of the compound, we just put our mask on, jump into the water and go to the crate. And now we open the crate. Very simple, just press R2 and move it with your stick. Pretty simple again. Now that we have gotten through it, we just swim to the infiltration point that this tunnel leads to, so you can get up from there. Now there are multiple ways you can go through this compound without being seen, but I think this is the best one. You just follow my way in this so you can get quickly and easily unspotted to the office. So at first you want to turn around 180 degrees and start running towards these stairs and then turn right and just from here run straight. Watch you're not going in the blue cones. You wait, this one dude watches from the stairs, but you just wait that he leaves. You don't have to shoot him, you can just wait that he leaves, so it's okay. And then you come from this corner, you turn to these stairs.
No matter what you are wearing.
And in the stairs there's going to be one dude, you just wait for him here, then he comes, you hit him pretty easy. Then you can go in your own piece to get the safe from the wall. And then you need to do the fingerprint cloning hack. So it's pretty simple, you can just circle them, you can just count. Yes, you just have to cycle through them, it's pretty easy. Match the picture on the right. And you can just count them, like 1 is top, 2 is second, 3 is third, and so on. So it makes it more easier. So now we have gotten the door open, so we're going to the bottom floor. Now we just use the cutting torch to cut the chain so we can enter the vault. Now we get the safe codes. You just put the safe code that Pavel sent you your message into the safe, so you get it open and you take the bearer bonds. And we have 1.178 million in our take right now, so it's pretty good for a solo heist that takes this little time and is so easy. Of course there's going to be some cuts that go somewhere else, but it's still going to be over $1 million that you get from this, with these loots at least. And you just go the way you came from. And now I shot the guy, and I don't know why, but the other guards spotted that, so they went after me, but it's not a problem. You can just run to the gate, press right on your D-pad, and you get away from there alive. And now I have to kill these people. There should be a motorcycle. If the guards are not alarmed, there should be a motorcycle in that spot anyways. So you can just take it, drive to the end of this island, to the ocean. Make sure you have your rebreathing mask on, so you can swim without dying. So you head to this like pivot on the bottom of the ocean and just swim as long as it takes, and you get out of the Cayo Perico island like so. So now we have completed the heist, and there's always this little cutscene. Heist passed. Actual take 1.01 million. Eli the challenge was void because we got spotted. Not a big deal for me at least. And now we can party with Miguel Madrazo. And we can see our mansion next there. So we get $1,010,191. So pretty simple. And pretty nice money for this kind of stuff. So this is the best and fastest way to make money in Grand Theft Auto Online. So thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.